This is the Fredericksburg Neighbors Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Dory Stewart.
Welcome back to another episode of the FXBG Neighbors Podcast, where we share the stories of our favorite local brands. I have a very special guest joining me today. She is not only a podcaster and an author, but she is also a local business owner right here in Fredericksburg. Laura Heflin, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Well, I'm excited to learn all about all the things that you do. So let's start by sharing with the listeners a little bit about your business, Live Healthy with Laura.
Yeah, so I started my own nutritional consulting company 15 years ago. I was working with my dad, Dr. Christopher Harrington, in his office. And for 14 years, I worked alongside him with his patients. And then I brought in my own clients as well. And then he recently, the past year, joined Mary Washington Hospital. And so I have joined another wellness clinic here in town called Naturally Radiant behind BJ's Wholesale Club off Route 3. And it's been just truly an amazing journey, helping people heal from the root, getting people off medication because they're actually healing from the root, and having their doctors be blown away by their test results and seeing them get their energy back. People that really were struggling and thought they would feel that way for the rest of their life, just to see them get their energy back has been so rewarding, and their life back. Yeah. So that's been my passion, is just to see people. I just feel God put me here to help people heal from the root and live their best life. So I've been doing that for 15 years now.
I love that so much. And I feel like it's something that is more and more accepted every day, and people are looking for alternatives to traditional medicine. So I imagine you're very busy.
Yes, yeah, and also it's great too. I mean, because there's so many. It's like the sky is the limit. So that's where my podcast comes in and things like that, because I feel like we're all bio individuals. There's so many different unique situations, but I definitely believe there is healing available to everyone.
Yeah. So dive a little bit deeper into what you do. So what does it look like when someone maybe is kind of at their wits' end with the doctors and they want to come to you and seek some advice? Walk me through what that looks like.
Yeah. So ironically, I don't just work with nutrition. I don't just do nutrition. I would say 50% of the work I do is nervous system work and healing as well. So I'm certified through a holistic company where we look at the whole body, and we look at the whole picture. And so a lot of the situations, we'll call it, that we're having when it comes to inflammation or cancer, autoimmune disease, things like that, it starts with a dysregulated nervous system, actually. And yes, there's inflammation all around us, but it's amazing when we give our body the tools it needs to be resilient, how much more it can withstand. And so I work with the nervous system and I work with nutrition. So I come up with unique plans for each client based on their needs and their history. And I really just look at them as an individual. I take a lot of time with each client to get to know them and help them feel seen and heard. And then I really just try to come alongside them for as long as they need, till they are well and on their way where they feel like they can then kind of like leave the nest.
Yeah. What an important thing you're doing. I just bet you get so much satisfaction out of what you do, and you just fly out of bed in the morning and just
I
love it.
I really do. And to be honest, it's such a God thing, because I was once very sick myself. And so
Mm.
I believe God uses our mess, and he can turn it into our ministry. And so I never saw this coming. I didn't actually know something nutrition and health were going to be something that would be such a passion of mine, but I was sick myself. And so coming from an eating disorder and autoimmune disease and infertility and all these things, to getting well, truly well, and not to say I never have hiccups, but to get to a place where I understood my body and the root causes of what was happening to me, and to find healing I did not know were going to be possible. That was so transformative for me that it was actually my husband that encouraged me to go get certified and work with clients holistically, because in all transparency, I didn't want my hands tied. I wanted to work holistically. I didn't want to just work on, nutrition. I wanted to look at the whole picture. And so that is why I went the holistic route. And it's been so rewarding to see people truly heal and feel better than they ever have. And yeah, I love my job, and I can't even really call it a job because it's just my passion, but yeah, it's great.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you're beaming when you talk about it, and I mean, you're changing lives. It's
Oh,
amazing.
thank you so
I
much.
love it. So tell me about your podcast. What's the name of it, and tell me what it's all about.
Okay, so it's called the Live Healthy with Laura podcast, hence my brand. And didn't know I was gonna ever do it. I was on a country road one day driving my daughter. She was asleep in the back seat, and I literally heard God tell me, "I want you to start your own podcast." And I was always a listener, in the same way I was a reader, never an author, not a podcaster. And so I had no idea what I was doing. And I still don't, but actually it's been an amazing journey. And I have now interviewed, actually today, I just finished episode 178. I've interviewed specialists from all around the world. And then I would say about a quarter of the episodes are solo, which I love to do. And I'm speaking on so many different topics that I don't think I'll ever run out of topics, because health is such a vast world. And there's a lot of confusion in our world. So I really try to simplify it and help people feel that I want them to have clarity and not confusion. And I think, unfortunately, in our quote, quote, health space, it's a trillion, I don't even know what it is now. I think it's, last I checked, trillion dollar industry based on confusion, not clarity. And so I really try to help people feel that they really know how to get well. They know the next step to take, and it's not a start stop situation back to ground zero 6 months later. I really try to teach people in a way that, okay, everything they grab from a podcast episode or a consultation with me, they can utilize it and do it the rest of their life, and there won't be backlash. There won't be, negative side effects to come down the road. So yeah, that's really, my podcast is my ministry, because I know not everybody has the time or money to see a nutritionist, but well, my formal title is nutrition and wellness consultant, but we'll just shorten it. But I feel that it's a way that I can give back. And I feel like my mom always jokes, like I came out with a microphone, like God has given me a passion and a speaking voice. So I'm using it. Yeah.
It's brilliant on your part, because people can listen to an episode and it builds the trust, right? So they can start to get to know you. They're learning from you, and I mean, they're learning to see, not only what you know, but are you someone that they want to work with? And so, not only are you educating them, but you're building a relationship with people that you haven't even met yet. So
Yes.
it's so
Yeah.
smart.
Thank you. And yeah, I try to be very transparent on my own. Like I have nothing to hide. I'm very authentic in the way of just sharing that it's not always been an easy journey for me. And I do think that helps people feel seen and not so alone. Yeah.
I love it. Okay, so I understand that you just wrote your fourth book. Huge
Thank you
congratulations.
so much.
Tell us all about it.
Okay. Well, this one, I have it in my hand right here. Just Jump. I guess, I don't know if you're doing visual or what, but it's an overthinker's guide to getting unstuck, gaining traction, and taking chances. So Just Jump is really about just jumping into your God-given purpose. And I think we are living our life in stagnation so often because we're doubting ourselves or our abilities. We're judging ourselves. We're worried about what others will think. We are letting our past define us or what others have spoken over us. And so it's really about honing into our gifts and our passions and breaking free from anything that's keeping us stuck. And so I really, throughout the book, share a lot of different lies I believed all throughout my life, or different things that kept me stuck, that held me up for a long time, that I finally broke free from. And so, imposter syndrome, all kinds of things. There's a lot of things that I think we often can be the worst critics, right? We can be the ones holding ourselves back. And so I really talk about regret and how to let the fear of regret move you, where you don't want to get to the end of your life and look back and say, why did I never fulfill my purpose? Why did I never meet the best version of me I could have? And I don't want to live a life of could have, should have. So yeah, it's just about looking at every day as such a gift, which it is, and just jumping into that purpose that God put you here for. So
I love it so much. I can't wait to read it.
Oh, thank you.
So tell me, what is something that you wish the listeners knew about you or your business?
Ooh, that's a good one. Oh man, what is something I wish people knew about me? I guess that I really believe that healing is possible. And I don't think anybody's too far gone. And I believe we are all here for a purpose. And so I think I have a gift of encouragement. And so, what people might not know about me is that I have spent most of my life doubting myself and not encouraging myself. And that has changed in my 30s. But I really do, I do feel that if I can get well, and I could get to this place where I'm using my gifts in such a way that I do believe are helping people. Anybody can do that. And so again, I had no professional training. And so I try to, I think a lot of people want to know that I was very insecure for most of my life, but I was, and sometimes still am, but I choose to keep jumping forward.
Yeah.
Just
Hence the book.
yeah, hence the book. Exactly. Which again, the title was just given to me one day in my kitchen and I went with it. So
I love it. I love it. Well, congratulations
thank you
on
so much.
all the things, on all your success.
Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, you can get the rest of my books on Amazon or Barnes and Noble. All my books are wherever books are sold online. And I'm working on getting this one in our local Barnes and Noble here in Fredericksburg. So hopefully soon.
Amazing. And if the listeners want to get in touch with you or learn from you, where can they find you?
Okay, so I'm Live Healthy with Laura on Instagram or Facebook. Just plain Live Healthy with Laura. My website is livehealthywithlaura.com, where you can find all of my recipes that are gluten-free, dairy-free, refined, sugar-free. I've been creating my own recipes for over a decade now, because I do believe God gave us whole foods to make us well, and we need to embrace them and enjoy being in the kitchen and not demonize whole foods. We need to embrace them. So I do have my own recipes on there. And my email is livehealthywithlaura@hotmail.com. And then you can find me at work at Naturally Radiant, and that is 540-388-1744. If you want to get an appointment with me, you can get scheduled with me that way.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Laura, thank you so much for joining me on the podcast.
Yeah, this is so fun.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the Fredericksburg Neighbors Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to fxbgneighborspodcast.com.